Shortly, it was a first ever pole position in GP2 for Sergei Sorokin. He beat Stoffel Van Dorn, the runaway championship leader, is in second. Third, a career best for Richie Stanaway, ahead of Rossi, our man second placed in the championship. Then Peak, his best for a while, in fifth. Gasly, on his first visit to the circuit, is in sixth. Then the impressive rookie Matsushita seventh. Marcello was on pole this time last year, he's eighth today. And Roland doing so well in his first ever start. Then it's Liao Yellowly. 5 lights at Silverstone. Let's go racing in GP2. We've got a stall at the back, it's Negrão, but at the front, Stanaway pushing forward from third to first. An electric start for him. Sorokin down, and Matsushita has bolted past his teammate up into third position. Absolutely fantastic stuff, but it's Stanaway that leads, and then it's Rossi and Van Dorn with the poor start. Rossi off the racetrack, trying to get past his championship rival. They're all over the road at the background as Stanaway sprints clear, and still Rossi.
He knows this is now a really good opportunity for him.
So we saw Negrão stall on the grid. There he is. Be interesting to see the electric start. Watch the third car there, the green and black car. Hot knife through butter stuff. Actually gave a tap to Van Dorn on the way through.
And look now, Matsushita on the outside just found a really, really clean line. Carried a lot of speed through turn one, and it just opened up for him really, really nicely.
Super move around the outside. Very brave, considering that's not the racing line.
Yeah, and that's Rossi there, tried to pass Van Dorn in turn 3 around the outside. It's always brave there. Still going side by side on the exit, but Van Dorn had the momentum and managed to keep it as they headed down towards Brooklands.
This is Haryanto going ahead of Evans there, and we're about to see the accident that has produced this safety car. The contact between Baton and Markelov. Markelov, see if he's returned to the racetrack. Can't quite see from here. And we see once again the contact that broke the suspension of Baton. He said he'd learned a lot from qualifying yesterday. He won't get to put any of it into practice today. His teammate Sergio Canamassas losing a few positions on the start. He is down from 14th to 16th. On board with Van Dorn. Is the contact here as, very nearly, as Stanaway blasts through into the lead of the race.
Van Dorn actually didn't get a bad start. He was level with Sorokin coming into turn 1. Stanaway just absolutely fantastic off the line. And then Matsushita with the momentum, the softer of the two compounds, the medium tyres on, and just managed to hold it around the outside.
Very quickly indeed. The safety car's in. We're about to go racing once again at Silverstone. And Sorokin straight on it from the safety car line, and he's got ahead of him, but they'll both go wide. That will open the door to Matsushita, and Stanaway has gone from first to third in the time it takes to restart this race. Sorokin into the lead, Matsushita second, and then it's Stanaway with Van Dorn in his mirrors and Rossi. So here we go again. You can race from that safety car line, and my word, did Sorokin know it.
And you know what? I just don't think Stanaway did. He was blocking them all up till the exit of Stone. It made it quite easy for Sorokin to follow closely. This bit was a lot less easy. An amazing move around the outside. They're so tight. 2 wheels on the inside, forcing Stanaway wide, but that's all fair racing. And Matsushita following through as well. With DRS
Absolutely.
On. But Matsushita's now having to defend.
Having to defend from Stanaway, who you can see is visibly closer than the lap before.
So Matsushita's made a big mistake in the first sector.
And this is Van Dorn and Rossi. Is he going to think about it? No, he isn't. We've got a yellow flag. I wonder if those two had made contact on the racetrack somewhere. But Rossi beginning to really pressure the man in front. Van Dorn having to get close to the background, and out of the race goes Nobuharu Matsushita. Such a shame, he's out of second place. And he reported it. So Rossi has dramatically dropped back compared to where he saw him a few laps ago. Is Pete going to try it this time? Thought about it, but again can't get the job done. And he's losing momentum every time he makes half a move like that. Nick Yellowly has had superb one-lap pace, and he's underlining it once again. He's down in 19th, but that is rapid from the Brit on home soil. As we watch De Jong all over the back of Evans. Chicotto, we saw very, very wide. Here is De Jong trying to go round the outside of Mitch Evans. He won't let him do that. He's surely going to show him to the outside. That is being forced off the track. I don't think the stewards will get a note for that.
8 to 10 laps, I would have thought, before switching to the option.
This is Mitch Evans in the pits. Has he lost his headrest? He has. He has lost the headrest. And just when you think it can't get any worse, there it is, on track. Just when you think it can't get any worse for the Kiwi driver, it does.
I'll tell you what, that's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. I've never seen just an entire headrest just pop out. That can't have been fastened properly.
And this is going to be incredibly dangerous if you consider how close De Jong was behind him. Thank goodness, he was going for the move, and the headrest forcing its way clear. Corner. Here is the other Russian time. That's Artem Markelov taking one of his penalties. He's accrued quite a lot. De Jong now made his way past Evans and makes his way past Cecotto into Stowe corner. A tidy move from the Dutchman. Let's see if he can hang on to the position. Cecotto in for Sorensen, who is elected to race.
These DRS zones, so if he can just stay close, which he has done through the high speed. Now, if he can just repeat what he's been doing the last few laps, then he might have a very strong run at Van Dorn.
So we're on board with the Belgian driver. Doesn't often find himself. Oh, Rossi's got it down the inside. He's trying to force him wide. He's got the line, and he's through.
And there we go. That was it. Rossi just pounced. He knew he was quick there.
We were watching on board with Van Dorn, and then suddenly the red racing engineering car, that is opportunistic. Van Dorn simply not expecting it at all, and he knew off the road goes Rossi. He'll be warned about that.
He's going to go for it here. He's going to get him for sure. DRS open. He's so close.
So here they go down to Brooklyn, side by side. Rossi trying to go round the outside. It'll be a brave move if he can make it work, and he looks like he has. Absolutely magnificent to take second place in the race. He's got past Van Dorn, now he's got past Stanaway, and Alexander Rossi now is off to chase.
Try and challenge for the win.
This was absolutely excellent, so brave around the outside. You have to have trust in the driver on the inside line to pull that off, but with the use of DRS
now, I think we're going to see someone jump and try and take the initiative.
So Van Dorn, for his championship, to get away from the closing pack, has to make this work with the use of DRS. We're on board with him now, heading underneath the bridge that Kimi Räikkönen hit last year. He's clean around the outside. Stanaway is going to try and keep his footing compared to last time, but round the outside goes Stoffel Van Dorn to take third place, and Stanaway has been passed round of this race to go. So here's your race leader, and he maintains it. Oh, but a bit of a lock-up on the new set of tyres. So that is Jordan King, Yellowly, and look at that, he is ahead of Van Dorn into the braking zone. There'll be a difference in tyre temperature, of course. Van Dorn and Gasly so close together on the racetrack, and Van Dorn just makes it work too, and that was absolutely crucial. Let's see that once again. What Van Dorn must have been thinking when he saw the Red Bull livery cars, the only one. The Dams cars are split liveries, so he would have known who he was racing, and he just had the speed to go round the outside. Knew it was going to be tight, but he made it work.
Yeah, that's just warm tyres, and there's no tyre blankets in GP2, so Van Dorn knew that. He put a bit of faith into slower cars now with Jordan King and Nick Yellowly, who were on those older tyres. Van Dorn's passed Yellowly already, and now he's got to try and pass King as soon as possible.
Stanaway's day ends in the pit lane position. Third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Here we go down the Wellington Straight. Gasly was able to hold off Peak for so long. Van Dorn trying to get past King. He's going to try and use the tactic he used before to go round the outside. Hasn't got the way through, and Gasly making his way past Yellowly in the background.
Gasly, he had to do that because Yellowly was the other man on the older tyres, and Van Dorn's getting away with it. He's got to be inside of King.
We're on board with him now. He's surely going to have track position heading into Cobb's corner. This is for third place. Has he got the line? He has, and he's up into third position in this race. Fourth place on home soil, but look how close Pierre Gasly is as they come onto the Wellington Straight, and Peak in the background trying to get past Yellowly. Down the inside goes King. Can he hold on to it? It's going to be very close indeed as they get to the exit. Has Gasly got the inside line? I think he has. And the brilliant defence of Jordan King is coming to a close for Gasly, who's up to fourth. And now Lynn fancies a bit of the action as well, and he'll have better traction to make it through.
And he had to do that, Lynn. He had half a chance there, and he's seen how hard it was for Gasly to pass Jordan King. He had to go for it. And Gasly there was just a little bit further up the road than he was on the last 9th place.
So over the line, we've barely seen him, but he's about to win in GP2 for the first time. Sergei Sorokin wins at Silverstone. Rapak's losing streak is over, and he takes first. Rossi is second. Third will be Van Dorn. Gasly and Lin will follow over the line, but here's the last battle on the racetrack as King defends into Vale, and can he hold the line? Despite having worse traction, and they go round. King, after all the defensive work, spins nearly at the very end of the race, and it's Peak in 6th.
Guys cannot believe it, and the happiest man about that is going to be Nick Yellerly. I was just saying Marcello was in 9th, hunting down Yellerly, and he passed him into club on the last lap, which would have been 8th place in reverse grid pole, but King, pointing backwards out of the race, has just gifted Yellerly reverse grid pole.
Let's just see that again. Went deep. This was the last corner, and I don't know if Pete was just caught out.
He got a big push there, and we knew he was really struggling for rear tyre grip. He had no traction coming out of the hairpins, and Pick has just nudged him round, and it was a very, very faint touch. Jordan's not got a lot of rear tyre grip. It didn't take a lot, but Pick has effectively knocked Jordan King out of this race with that push there.
Right, it's a sustained push. It's not just a tap, it's a sustained push. 29-lap race. Let's run you through your order. A first ever win for Sergei Sorokin. Rossi beating Van Dorn for only the 2nd time this season, the championship leader in 3rd. Gasly, a really strong race for him, up in 4th place. Then Lin was 5th. Peak is 6th, but I suspect that will result in some sort of penalty after nudging round Jordan King. Marcello is 7th. 8th is Yellerly. He will start on reverse grid pole. Really strong points on debut for